Now let's meet the starting five for both teams. First, the visiting Sewanee Tigers. Guard number 10, Aiden Tracy. Guard number 11, Philip Ryan. Forward number 12, Jack Balkin. Forward number 20, Fletcher Bigger. And guard number 22, Nicholas Avaliani. Head coach of the Sewanee Tigers, Will Merrill, assisted by John Crump, the Sewanee Tigers men's basketball team. Starting five for your Trinity Tigers. From Dallas, Texas, junior guard number 3, Dean Baylor. From South Lake, Texas, senior guard number 14, Ben Estes. From South Lake, Texas, sophomore forward number 21, Jackson Lawson. From Dallas, Texas, sophomore forward number 33, Will Bronson. And from Covington, Louisiana, senior guard number 35, Zach Beck. Head coach for your Tigers, Marwan El-Rakabawi, assisted by Thomas Orr and Mark Jaworski. Ladies and gentlemen, your Trinity University Tigers men's basketball team.
Welcome into Calgard Gymnasium in San Antonio, Texas. We're all set for a battle of two teams at the top of the SAA. It's Trinity and Sewanee going through the starting lineups for each side. For Sewanee, Nicholas Avaliani, Fletcher Bigham, Jack Balkin, Philip Ryan, Aiden Tracy. And for the Tigers, it's their usual starting five: Estes, Lawson, Bronson, Fenn, and Balo, as the Tigers start off with the ball here in San Antonio. Cole Isaacson along with Annika Sainz. Second half of this doubleheader, Jackson Lawson takes a three, in and out. Will Bronson had the rebound, but it'll go for a jump ball.
Already in this first possession, it seems like it's going to be a pretty defensively intense game on both sides.
Both of these squads 4-1 in SAA play, tied for first place.
Trinity's coming out in their signature zone with Zach Fenn leading it again. I looked at their stats today, 68 steals on the season.
It's unbelievable. Nice cut and the bucket. Jack Balkin puts the Tigers up first. Estes in the paint. Couldn't finish. Bronson with the rebound in the second chance, but it doesn't go.
Yeah, he found himself right under the rim.
Talking to Coach Merrill from Sewanee, says that's going to be the biggest key to the game. How do you stop Will Bronson on the inside without giving up wide open threes?
Man, that's hard. You got to either double off of him, but because he's such a good passer too, you have to make sure that you're rotating on the backside when it comes to scrambling out and finding open shooters.
Bigham, three, doesn't go. He averages over 20 a game. Tried to get it back to him, but the pass didn't connect, and now it's Tracy. Nice pass, and the denial from Bronson. Lawson missed his first, connects on the second.
Man, it always seems like his first one always drops. He missed it at the top of the key, but of course that one goes in. And then with his signature thing, he always puts his hand over his face.
Bigham, a big three. They actually scored that as a 2 on the Trinity end. Bronson diving in, couldn't make the play. The shot didn't fall.
Yeah, I felt like that was one of those plays where he probably would have worked out better if he just gathered himself.
Phillip Ryan in the paint, denied. Ball swatted out of his hands, and now it's Balo in transition. Quick three. Doesn't go, but the offensive rebound for Estes. Sewanee up 5-2 in the early stages. Balo finishes in the paint.
With some contact as well.
Now things slowing down a little bit. Bigham leads the team in points per game. Corner three here. It's good. Aveliani. And that pass doesn't connect in transition. Fenn and Estes, some miscommunication. That's something that, talking to Coach Rock this week, he wanted to address and thought they were getting better at just the turnovers. Says they give the ball away too much.
Yeah,
and
especially unforced.
that's said. The positive thing he said about that is that's something that's completely within their control, because just don't give the ball to the other team. Did it on that possession.
It's that simple, right?
Yep,
it's
don't give it.
that simple. Just stop giving the ball to the other team.
They do it on that last possession, and now Sewanee has it on the baseline. It'll be a Valiani to inbound. Balkan had it for a while. Back to Valiani. Long three ball.
Wow.
It's good.
Nobody called bank on that one.
Off the glass and in for Bigham. His second three of this game already.
See Will Bronson trying to work up against him.
Lawson. Now Bronson with the rebound. It's good.
With impeccable footwork to maintain 2 feet on the floor at all times.
The best players showing up early in this one for both of these squads. Trying to cross the timeline, barely does so. Corner three, offline, no good, and Fenn secures the rebound.
Those passes are a little scary, especially in transition.
Pass tipped by Fenn. Talked about his steals, 68 steals on the year. This layup is good.
Usually, usually within their defense, the points that are open against the Trinity defense are usually the high post or the short corner area, but it seems right now that because Sewanee, is making so many threes, that it just, like, there's wide open lanes.
It's a team that averages nearly 10 made threes a game. One of the best marks in the country. Balo couldn't get it in off the glass. And another empty possession for Trinity offensively. Bigham has the ball swatted away. It'll stay with Sewanee. And a timeout on the floor.
Man, the pace of play, usually we see it being dictated by Trinity's defense because of turnovers that they garner for the other teams. You can see Zach Fenn's nice swat. But yeah, right now Sewanee is just controlling the pace of play. They just got to make some adjustments off of taking care of the ball, I think.
Of course, this game has a lot of context surrounding it, and the main one is that Trinity lost a beloved member of its community in Braxton Berry. The email came earlier this week that he had passed away, played 4 years with the Trinity men's program. And while it's a different head coach in Coach Rock in his first year with the program, a lot of the same teammates, and they were playing with heavy hearts last week when they found that out.
I mean, absolutely. I think they'll play with heavy hearts for the rest of the season. Braxton and I, we played here at the same time. We graduated at the same time, and now he was going through the accounting program here at Trinity, so he would still be here at a lot of these games, and it is with a very heavy heart that the entire Trinity community. I mean, and of course, he has so many friends overseas. He's a proud member of the 3-on-3 men's basketball with Jacob Harvey and Abdullah. And of course, he had a big family back in Houston, so everybody is severely touched by the loss of him.
Trinity men maybe playing a little more inspired because of him. Find themselves in a 6-point hole, though. They'll have to battle back. Talking to Coach Rock about how the team's handling it, says that the biggest thing is they've been able to lean on each other.
Yeah.
As this bucket is good. Valiani. Starting 5 remains out there for Trinity. Estes has it. Estes cutting in and denied there on the entry.
Ref's letting them play a little bit.
Bigham, high pass across the court. Gets it back. Averages 21 points per game. Tries to lay one in, but the offensive rebound. Backs up into 3-point range. It's good.
Man, everything is falling for them right now.
It's DJ Gardner.
Trinity don't usually find themselves down in a position like this. They're usually playing from the top.
Lawson. Now Fenn has it. Tigers in quite the hole so far in this one, down 11. Fenn.
Strong
Couldn't
take.
finish with the foul.
Hey, if you're not getting looks at the field goal and they're not going in, you may want to see some go in from the free throw line.
He will get that opportunity now. Sewanee on a 7-0 run, 13-2 run over the last 3 minutes. And Fenn misses his first. Substitution comes on for Sewanee. Aiden Tracy on the floor. Second is good for Fenn. Ends a scoring drought of over 2 minutes for Trinity. They cross the timeline. Here's a corner 3. Too strong and out. It's Phillip Ryan attempting it, and now the Tigers will come in transition. Fenn has it stolen away. Here comes Sewanee in transition. It's good. The steal and the bucket for Aiden Tracy. And a full crowd here at Trinity University. Pretty silent so far. Estes trying to wake him up, and he does.
Great shot by Ben Estes. People went underneath the screen, and he found a wide open 3. Maybe this is what they need to jumpstart him.
Here's a steal. Guess who? It's Fenn. Gets the layup. And now a call that'll draw the ire from the Trinity fan base.
Some warnings, I think, sent from the ref.
Jack Balkin comes back onto the floor. He'll inbound here. First steal of the game for Zach Fenn, his 69th of the season. Second in the country in average steals per game. And talking to Coach Rock about it, he made sure to mention to me that it's not just in Division III. Nobody at the Division I or II level is doing anything like that.
He is just, I think his favorite part about basketball is defense. Like, he loves hunting for the basketball, especially at the top of this press.
Foul called here. So it looks like it'll be Balkin to shoot.
See a couple people looking to check in here. Trent Medeiros being one of them. And of course, number 15 for us, Benjamin Wagner. Definite heckling from the crowd. That's what you like to see.
Wagner, a 6'7" freshman, coming onto the floor. Second shot is good. That's something that Coach Rock said he wants to experiment with, getting that type of size on there. Joshua Chesney and Carter Rook also into the game. Will Bronson, the only original starter, still in there. Rook. Now Chesney. Medeiros for 3. Short.
Yeah, that's going to be an over the back for Wagner. He couldn't jump over him, so he tried to run through him.
They get Wagner for that one, who's now appearing in his 17th game of the year.
Gabe Parr will definitely check in for Will Bronson. He'll take a breather.
Parr on the floor. A lot of size. He's 6'7" as well, so him and Wagner both in there.
It's good you grab rebounds.
Here's a three. Just shy, can't connect. Rebound for Parr. Tigers down 8. Wagner. Parr outside the arc. Gets it to Carter Rook. And now substitutions coming in for Sewanee. Caden Ferguson and Navaliani on the floor.
Is this media?
I think we already had media.
Oh, I think we just called a timeout.
Yeah, timeout Trinity.
Timeout Trinity.
So they'll get a break, and Annika, it looks like they kind of need it. Down 8, just not a position that we're used to seeing them in, especially at home.
Yeah, I mean, they're not used to playing from behind. I think some of their offensive possessions are coming from them trying a little bit too hard or trying to force some opportunities. It looks like Sewanee is just letting things fly. I think they're doing a better job at puncturing the paint all around. You have wide open layups. I mean, you also have just wide open transitions that you just saw in that recap right there. There's been 1 or 2 passes coming from Zach Fenn that, you're playing against other super athletic guys and they kind of just see you darting your eyes. Everybody's ready to intercept that. So, like Coach Rock said earlier, one of the things you can't control is just making easier passes, controlling it. They have 4 turnovers, and I would say 2 or 3 of those are off of controllable passing. And of course, I think they're doing okay on the rebounding job right now. They're just, some shots just aren't going in like Sewanee had. This is a 3-possession game. It's a 3-possession game. You can come out of this anytime. You just got to get some consecutive stops. Try not to play into anything else outside of this that could be controlling you. But, if the starting 5 come back in, I'm sure that they'll come back in with a different mentality.
Assist to turnover ratio on the year for the Tigers, 233rd in the country, 0.97. See if they can improve on that throughout the course of this game.
Trent Medeiros at the top of this press, much like Zach Fenn. The quickness of him has the ability to bring them back into this game for sure.
Ferguson. Sewanee still has yet to really get anything going. 12 to shoot. Ferguson into the lane, denied by Parr.
Still 3, out of bounds. If anything, it was just gonna be hard trying to beat that shot clock, but man, that thing was swatted away from Gabe Parr.
See the replay of it. The denial from Parr as Medeiros crosses the timeline. Thought about the jumper. Chesney, someone who's come on strong as of late. Parr trying to bully his way into the basket, off the glass and in.
Yeah, you can't do much outside of pushing him off the block early, but even then, he still found himself back to the basket and over his right shoulder.
Medeiros nearly had the takeaway, guarding Bigham. It's a big ask. Here's the jumper. Doesn't go, and that should be off.
Yeah, it is Trinity basketball.
Trinity basketball.
It's 2 big stops in a row. Now you got to convert on them.
Sewanee, no field goals in their last 2 minutes and 44 seconds. This defense has started to clamp down a little bit. Trying to take this opportunity and get back into the game. It's Rook for 3, short. Rebound falls in Parr's lap, and he finishes.
Great job by Gabe Parr, immediate impact.
Medeiros with the steal. Rook can't lay it in, but he's fouled.
Great hands by Trent Medeiros at the top of that press. Of course, Carter Rook will go to the line for 2 to see if they can cut this down into a 2-possession game again.
And some action here at the charity stripe. Gabe Parr backed away from that like he was shoved.
It's already getting a little chippy, almost halfway through this first half.
Rook to shoot. Connects on the first one. Some substitutions coming on. J.D. Gardner and Philip Ryan on for Sewanee. You see the replay here. We'll see how that develops. Rook 2 for 2. All of a sudden, Just a 2-point game and a steal. Could tie it. Medeiros tried to finish with the dunk.
If he would have finished on the dunk, that would have been absolutely.
This place would have exploded.
And the fact he's not that, he is, what, how tall is Trent listed on here? He's listed as 6 foot. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't really think he's 6 foot, but he's got hops. He has got hops.
See if we get another steal here. Oh, right over his head. And Sewanee has to creatively break the press. They do. Lucky to only be down 2 after that last turnover. Here's a 3, trying to settle things down. It's no good. Offensive rebound loose. And Sewanee takes over. Avaliani going into the lane, tried to finish. And a foul.
That one's definitely gonna be on Gabe Parr. He was the only one near that area. That'll be the team 4th.
Talk about how deep Trinity is as a team. The second unit really getting them back into this game.
Hey, everybody's playing with a chip on their shoulder. You have so many people here coming in. Like we said, these are the first games back where people are back on campus. And I think people are definitely showing out for their respect for Braxton.
See the replay of the foul, but before that you saw the crowd. There's 3 sections to the other side of CalGuard Gym. The left and center ones are completely filled.
Nothing like some collegiate basketball. We got Ohio State playing Michigan right now as well.
Chesney, fouled going up.
It's a good look for Trinity. Sewanee will pick up their 3rd. I think that's the difference between this first and second group. I think that the first group was playing a little bit easy when it came to attacking the basket hard. And they were just, I think they were settling for open 3s, I think at the beginning for sure, rather than getting themselves to the basket or to the rim as fast as they could.
A lot of quick 3s on both sides early in this game, but Sewanee's were going in.
And it's hard too, they're contagious. You want to go back-to-back with 3s.
Chesney gets his second one. Now a 3-point game. That's something that Sewanee does so well. One of the best rebounding teams in the country. 11th in the nation. They average 44 a game.
It's a lot of boxing out, closing possessions. It also gets you more possessions on offense.
That 3 attempt too strong. How about Wagner going up to get that?
Man, he just soared through the air to get that.
Sewanee 0 for their last 5 on field goal attempts. No field goals in their last 4 minutes. Trinity in a 1-possession game. We're down by as many as 11. Nearly swoons of this one. Parr inside and in.
I really love seeing Gabe Parr work some pick and rolls with anybody either at the top of the key or left or right wings, because he does a great job at clearing space. And it was just right moment at the right time. The secondary defense wasn't in help yet. I think they tried pulling the chair on him for a second, and then he just found himself open.
What do you mean pulling the chair on him?
So pulling the chair is like, you know, when posts are like leaning their weight on each other.
Oh, yep.
So pulling the chair is you move out of the way so that like the offensive player like loses balance and they find themselves out of position.
Oh.
So I think in that last possession, he tried to pull a chair on him. If not, he just had bad positioning and just couldn't. He also just lost his foot. I could be over-explaining
I think he'll tell you, yeah, I was pulling the chair.
I could be over-explaining, yeah.
Bucket is good. Avaliani getting into the paint for that one. Back to a 3-point game. The second unit still out there, but the first unit getting ready to come in for Trinity. That one swatted away.
Wow.
Foul here. Chesney can't believe it.
That's going to be the team 6th.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
It's hard because he split his legs. So like Joshua Chesney's legs were spread apart, and of course the offensive player had one leg in between his. So it just gave him, I think, an advantage on Chesney's hip. But
Zach Fenn.
hey, it's a smart play by Sewanee.
Zach Fenn, Dean Balo into the game, along with Elias Dement. Open 3, Avaliani sinks it.
I don't know what it is, but Sewanee feels the starting group come in and they're like, yeah, now it's time to make threes again.
Jack Bakken also into the game for Sewanee. Turnaround, Dement couldn't finish, and the rebound for Bigham. Fletcher Bigham, one of the best players in the conference, shoots 52% from the field, 39% from three, averages 21 and 12 a game.
That turnover definitely caused by Zach Finn.
A swat, but a foul as Balo was charging into the lane.
Foul is definitely going to be on number 20, Fletcher Bigham. Showed signs of frustration as he got called for that foul, but yeah, no, that's definitely a foul.
Yeah, I'd
they
say
knock
so.
shoulders. But anyway, still good. Trinity trying to fight their way back. They came within 2 points, a one-possession game with this second group in. I think that was at the time where I think Trent was trying to go up for the dunk, and that would have
tied it.
That would have tied it.
Yep.
But I mean, Trinity's just trying to claw their way back out of this. They just got to get stops on defense. Now that threes just go up so easily.
Sewanee, a team that's so interesting because they're very similar to Trinity women's basketball team. They started the year 0-6. They gave up 90-plus points in 5 of those games. They lost a game 109 to 110, which is insane.
But that's just a good game. So you have games like that early in the preseason. They either, I don't think it has a lot, I mean, preseason I feel like has a lot to do with confidence, but it also has a lot to do with growing pains.
Yeah.
So if you fit growing pains in early, by postseason, end of conference, you're starting to peak. You're starting to feel like, oh, as soon as you head into the conference tournament, we're ready. Like, we're going to be the ones on top of 110, 109-point loss, you know?
Yeah. But now you look up and they're 8-8 and 4-1 in the SAA.
Yeah.
Right where they wanted to be. Very, very similar to the Trinity women's team.
Yeah, hitting 500, especially this late in the season, is something that you can, it's just that hill that you finally see over. It's like you can finally see the horizon over this.
Balo to shoot. Short on the first one, but it goes in. Substitution as Philip Ryan comes back into the game for Sewanee. Two for two. 3-point game again.
Of course, the press still working.
Sewanee now with 20 to shoot, settling things down. Valiani had it. Now it's Tracy. Bakken, or excuse me, Valiani inside the Bakken. Bakken
Nice.
tries to finish and denied. Sewanee with it back. Shot from the elbow is good. Philip Ryan.
That was just a second chance opportunity, and it came out of, was that Dement who got the initial rebound? Yeah, it just came out of Dement's hands. I think he was trying to ask for the foul, but didn't get it.
Balo gets it to Parr. Can't lay it in. He's fouled.
Yeah, that's going to be a quick whistle. That was a nice find by Dean Balo. For a second there, I thought it just slipped out of his hands. That was good recognition, though. Saw that Gabe Parr's defender was out of position.
Parr to shoot. High arcing free throw doesn't go in, and some substitutions for each side. Jacob Aminet on for Sewanee. And Jackson Lawson comes into the game for Trinity along with Ben Estes.
Didn't finish that one either. It's Trinity basketball for sure.
Turnover there for Sewanee. The Tigers will get the ball. This defense clamping down a little bit. Just the offense haven't gotten the baskets they've needed. Fenn to inbound.
Will Bronson checks in for Gabe Parr. He took a little bit of a breather.
Something that Coach Rock talked about, wanting to not give up so many second chance opportunities, offensive rebounds. Estes misses from 3, and it'll go to Sewanee.
It was last touched by Lawson as he was trying to soar in for the offensive rebound.
With rebounding, something they work on so much. Coach Rock into really every number you could think of. Went to his office a couple of days ago, and he has just spreadsheets that he looks at about how the team's doing in specific categories season-wide, the last couple of games, whether they're trending and improving, and they track things at practices. Like,
hey, numbers tell a story for sure.
Trying to see those play out.
Wow.
What a basket. It's Balkin.
There's an acrobatic finish from underneath the basket, practically out of bounds. That's a late whistle.
Sewanee's opened this to a 7-point game once again.
I think that's Sewanee's 5th. No, that's their 6th team foul. One more, and Trinity is going to be at the line.
Well, inbound from the other end.
Trinity basketball.
It's Bronson. His starting unit, full capacity out there, all 5 of them.
What I would like to see from Will Bronson is kind of what we saw a little bit from Gabe Parr when he was in. I mean, I think it would clear up some lanes if Will Bronson's always, or not trying to go back to the basket as much, but trying to see if he can get some opportunities with a pick and roll, maybe clear out one side, overload it.
Here's a steal from Fenn, going the other way. Fenn couldn't finish, but Trinity still with the ball. Lawson, corner 3, it's good.
2-point game. But yeah, like I said, see some Will Bronson come off some pick and rolls.
Just
maybe
like
find an open
that,
opportunity.
5-0 run.
A lot can change in a few seconds.
Sewanee's offense has gotten going though. 4 out of their last 5 on field goal attempts. They need a bucket to stop the momentum.
And that's going to put them at the line for 1-and-1. They're going to tack that one to Zach Fenn.
I believe that's a Valiani going to the line. First one is good, so he'll get another. It's actually Jacob Aminet. His second, good. Estes across the timeline. Just over 5 to play in what's been an entertaining first half. Bronson has it stolen from him. It's Balkin with the takeaway. Now in transition.
There it
The
is.
denial. Bronson, who gave it up, came all the way back to block it.
He's playing 2 sides of the basketball. You can see Will Bronson trying to put in work early.
Contested 3, short. And the rebound for Sewanee.
Man, they just could not get that ball to Will Bronson.
Here's a shot. It's good. A Valiani from distance.
Just when they seem to stop the bleeding.
And a foul.
That's going to put them at the line again. Still 1-and-1.
Be the 8th foul, I believe.
Yeah, they haven't. I don't think they tacked it on initially. Well,
Yep, it's 8.
okay. Yeah, they're wrong on the board here in the gym.
Both teams now in the bonus. Aiden Tracy to shoot.
That's
good.
automatic. He's got one more. Nobody else on the line for the other Tigers.
Second shot. Spins out.
And Bailu picks it up on this left side. Hard drive. Has 2 on him to a cutting Lawson. Nice little
Lawson,
teardrop.
it's good. Able to cut in and make it a 7-point game. High pass, Balkin, a nice delivery. Couldn't finish. Aminet couldn't get the shot off. Now the Tigers go the other way with Lawson. Tried to slip it in to Bronson, but another turnover. This offense just not finding rhythm. Estes able to tip that. Still get it across the line.
Out of bounds. Ticky-tack turnovers coming from both sides. Both teams not taking care of the basketball, but obviously Sewanee's taking advantage of it more as they've converted on more turnovers and missed opportunities for the Trinity Tigers.
Timeout on the floor, and it just feels like one of those games where Trinity will inch closer, but
yeah, they just can't stop the bleeding.
Sewanee just pulls away right when it happens.
I don't know if this is one of those feelings where you just got to get yourselves out of the halves and then find your footing again in the second half, and it may turn around, or if you just try and, you know, stop as much as you can right now. Obviously, offense isn't completely working for them. Coach Rock may see some of the stats come back after this half, but I mean, obviously, I don't know truly just like what to say about their offense right now. Things are just not going in. Some of their choices that they're making feel super, you know, rushed, or they feel, you know, forced in some ways. I think what got them back into this game, especially with the second team coming back in, was they didn't force anything, and a lot of their offense came from their defensive surges. But it's hard because you're down. You want to score offensively so desperately.
Did not score a lot of points on their most recent road trip at Millsaps and at Rhodes. Were held under 80 points, which is something that's pretty rare over this recent stretch of games for Trinity, especially since they started conference play. An offense that had been humming before this. There has been an adjustment on the score. They had given Sewanee one more point than they actually had, so it is 38-31. Tigers trying to change the momentum with 3.5 to go. Belo, that pass off the hand of Philip Ryan, so it'll stay with Trinity. 20 on the shot clock.
Yeah, that was one of those drives where Dean Belo just puts himself in a precarious position. He has to make a pass because he's already trying to drift out of bounds.
Bounce pass to Fenn. Able to kiss it off the glass.
Maybe they just got to fundamentalize the game. Keep it simple.
DJ Gardner back into the game. He had the ball just a little bit ago. Aiden Tracy now. Stolen by Belo. Intercepts the bounce pass, and he crosses the timeline at half court. Floater's good.
Makes it a one-possession game. Only down by 3. Almost 2.5 minutes left to go in this first half.
And the airmail, that'll help. We talked about Trinity's turnover problems with Sewanee 330th in turnovers a game. Nearly 15.5 giveaways per game. And we're seeing that on both sides. Two teams that are a little willy-nilly with the ball.
Yeah, I mean, you got to take care of it, especially with such a fundamental pass like that. If you're just trying to get it across half court.
Pass in, Bronson just can't get that bucket to get it in with a 1-point game. Seems to be the reoccurring trend. Fenn nearly had another takeaway. Tracy gets it back, and he'll try it for 3. Offline, and the rebound secured by Trinity. Belo along the baseline, does a full lap. One-arm pass to Estes. Under 2 to play. Belo gets it back, 10 to shoot. Now it's Lawson. Only 5 to shoot now, got to put it up. The spin.
Beautiful.
And he finishes.
Felt like time stood still for a second there.
And the steal here from Fenn. Estes, Tigers have the lead.
Wow.
And a foul called on Fenn.
That'll be his second personal.
Talked about the steals with Zach Fenn. That is his 3rd of the game
His
already.
Third steal or his third foul?
steal.
Okay. Yeah, but that puts Sewanee right back at the line. Still 1-1.
Trying to end a 10-0 Trinity run. And he does.
See, there's nobody there. I think they're so used to seeing Trinity surge on offense, and especially in transition, that they have everybody back.
Tie game, and now Philip Ryan gives Sewanee the lead right back. This recent surge from Trinity caused by these Sewanee turnovers. They've given the ball away 5 times in the last 3 minutes. That is no way to live. Fenn to Lawson. Contacted, no call. And now they go in transition, able to somehow save it. Fenn ripping at it, and
They called
a
it travel.
Trinity.
Maybe the crowd got to him a little bit.
Bit of a weird sequence there, but the results, Trinity getting the ball here is what the contact on Lawson shooting the three. I don't know how that's
I
not
would have
called.
called that as a foul. I mean, everybody's kind of being a little extracurricular with their flopping today, I'm not going to lie. But I think that Lawson was not able to land, and they probably should have called the foul there. Thankfully, there was no clear path foul going on the other way. But this may be one of those karmic things where a foul should have been called, and then sequentially they pick up a traveling call.
See the travel here as Trinity inbounds. Yep.
Yeah, try to gallop out of it.
Balo, bounce pass, Lawson.
Wow.
It's good.
Lawson, 2 points, 2.
Nice little teardrop from Jackson Lawson, who's been such a big part of their season this year, especially after Dylan Walker went down.
Trinity up 1, 40 seconds on the clock. Maybe 2 possessions left in this one. What a thrilling first half this has been. Sewanee led by as much as 11. Jumper, got it. So that's Balkan.
We got about 1 possession left.
Shot clock is off. Tigers will slow things down. 6 of their last 8 on field goal attempts, trying to ride that momentum into the break. Clock now down to 10. Estes, it's good off the glass. 3 seconds, 2. Bigham has a 3 attempt. It's reasonable and it's good.
Thankfully, there was no foul called after that, but that'll give them the lead. 45-43, 1 possession game coming into half. It felt like for a second there, like I said earlier, Trinity was just trying to claw their way out of this half. But of course, they made a 10-0 run. They're finding their way out of this. Still, assist to turnover ratio not in favor for either team. 13 turnovers, even though they are leading by 1 possession for Sewanee. I think they found themselves, but both teams found themselves in foul trouble, both headed 1-1. I think with about 5 minutes left. I mean, I think the second half is going to look very similar to this. Both coaches are definitely going to tell their team, just take care of the frickin' ball. If I could scream at both of them as a coach, I would just say, take care of the frickin' ball.
They'll try to do that in the second half. That was actually DJ Gardner who finishes with the buzzer beater, gives Sewanee the 45-43 lead as we head into the break. Stick around for more as we get ready for the second half on Tiger Network. A battle between 2 Tiger teams in the SAA, and it's a good one. Welcome back to San Antonio, Texas, where the Sewanee Tigers lead Trinity 45-43 thanks to a buzzer beater three-pointer by J.D. Gardner at the end of the first half. Now Trinity starts with the ball here in the second half. That starting unit out there. Bronson has it down low. It's good. Tie game.
I just came back from talking with Seth, and I said, what do you think needs to happen right now? He was like, they need to feed Will Bronson the ball. And look what just happened.
Jumper, good. Phillip Ryan gives Sewanee the lead right back. There they go. Bronson gets the ball again. Estes charging in, thought about the shot, didn't like it. Jackson Lawson in the lane, trying to go up with it. What a move to get inside.
That was just fundamental patience. He had two people on him, just kept pump faking and got out of it. I really like the idea of feeding Will Bronson, having the offense kind of surge through him. The only options that they have is to let him go one-on-one, or they're going to double off of him and to give somebody else on the Trinity team an advantage.
Ball was tipped, but Sewanee able to get it back into play. Tried to jump and a foul. Just like jumped into that pile, basically.
Yeah, I think they're going to tack that one onto Lawson. Is that his first? I think maybe his second personal.
Hayden Tracy at the charity stripe.
On your stats, how many does Zach Fenn have personal foul-wise?
Zach Fenn has... I don't know, I've never looked for this before.
Because I think on the screen here, oh no, he only has two, okay.
Sewanee with the 1 point lead. Jackson Lawson. Here's Fenn. 15 to shoot. Estes didn't like it. Lobbing pass to Balo, his first touch on this possession. 7 to shoot. Balo off the glass, can't get it, but the foul.
Thought they were going to blow the whistle much earlier than that. Thought the Sewanee defender on Balo had tried to keep two hands on him as he was trying to drive to the rim, but it's good to see Balo head to the line for two. I think they're trying to work off Will Bronson early as well. He was coming up to set some high screens, and I like to see that.
Still doing some work on the floor. We're all good now. Balo makes the first to tie it at 48. This could be a fun finish, maybe one that could go down to the wire. We haven't really had one of those here.
No, we haven't. I think the first year that I started commentating, we had back-to-back like overtime games, and those are always fun to call.
Misses the second, so the score will stay tied. Long pass in. Cutting, and the basket's good. Hayden Tracy.
That may have been the easiest 2 points for Tracy today.
Balo. Gets it to Lawson. So far, a back and forth start to this half. Estes, three, can't rattle in. The rebound for Lawson.
It's a hard crash by a lot of gray jerseys. Puts him at 50 all.
Timeout on the floor. We wouldn't have it any other way. This game tied at 50. Two teams tied for first place in the SAA, both at 4-1, and the game has matched our expectations.
Absolutely. One thing that I think both teams are having to pick up on now is they're finding every loose screw the opposing team has loose right now, whether that's an offensive rebound or you're just not paying attention on defense. We saw Tracy have a straight line drive to the rim that you're seeing be a recap on your screen right here. And then, of course, the offensive rebound for Lawson. I mean, those are just two things, like, fundamentally, as a team, you have to cut down on.
So many things exactly the same in this game, and in this case, it's the field goal percentage, 51.5%.
Yeah. I mean, this team looks exactly like each other. And I think they're doing a great job. Sewanee, I mean, the first half, they really shut down Will Bronson. And I don't know if that was directly due to the fact that Trinity just wasn't finding him in open positions, or if their defense really was just that good. But on offense here, like I said earlier, I like to see they try and work off of Will Bronson a little bit more. Even if he's not in a position to score, at least feed it to him, because they're trying to double him on a lot of things, especially on the blocks. So if he turns over one of his inside shoulders, he finds somebody on the opposite side, and it just creates open lanes or creates an open shot, and you just put the other team at a disadvantage and makes them have to scramble out of it.
Sewanee inbounds, trying to get it to the other end. Fenn nearly had another takeaway. Already with 3 steals today. The block from Bronson. And the Tigers come in transition. Estes, Bronson, the dunk in the finish.
You can see everybody getting really excited about that. That was a transition dunk for Will Bronson.
Now Sewanee trying to match somehow. Valiani gets it back. Ball swatted in the air. Is it saved? No.
No, he had stepped out of bounds by the time he picked it up. That was a really funny play.
See the Bronson dunk again.
He just powered through the air.
Probably an oh crap moment for Valiani.
Yeah.
Nothing I can do about that one.
I'm just going to get out of the way. That's one of those you just don't want to get postered.
Lawson. It's good. Finds the roll, and Trinity has their largest lead of the night.
Lawson's doing everything that they need right now. It's 20 for him on the board.
That snuck up on us.
It feels like a quiet 20 just because they're fundamental shots.
Yeah.
You know, easy putbacks. He's just doing everything that they need.
Misses the 3, and now Trinity a chance to get this thing rolling. Long pass to Fenn. Lawson thought about the heat check. Instead, pirouettes his way into the paint, and the bucket's good.
And he's always so unbalanced with everything that he does.
An 8-0 Trinity run. Ryan doesn't go. The rebound for Will Bronson. Balo can't finish. Would have really put Trinity in a good position with that one. Sewanee with a 3. It's a Valiani who makes it.
That was really pretty offense by Sewanee. The ball didn't touch the floor at all when they crossed the half. It went from left side back to middle, back to the right side for an open 3.
3 here, It's good.
That is 25 for him, and it keeps counting.
Jackson Lawson shaking his head as he walks back.
That's going to be a quick whistle by Will Bronson. You try to risk it at the 50-yard line.
And Jackson Lawson fired up with his teammates right now. 25 points early in this second half. So we've reached the media timeout. Trinity tied for their largest lead of the night at 6.
We see their field goal percentage, one thing we talked about in the last timeout. It has surged to 54% and down 48% for Sewanee.
Talked about it a lot in that first half where Trinity was down 11 early and they kept clawing back, got it to a 2-point game at one point, got it to a 4-point game at another point, but then Sewanee would just pull ahead right when they needed to. Haven't been able to do that here.
And I think that's just because Trinity's taking care of the ball. They don't have any easy, unforced turnovers that have gone, you know, not in favor with them. But, I mean, yeah, they're taking care of the ball, closing out possessions. I think one of the last ones before Will Bronson had fouled, headed into this media timeout, was he had found himself at a disadvantage point because he had tried to help outside of the 3-point line when they were coming back in transition for Sewanee. And he ended up getting the rebound on the other side of the rim, chinning it. You know, I felt for a second there in the first half without poise, he would have given that ball up and it would have been an easy turnover. But he stayed poised, he stayed on balance, chinned the ball, got it out to one of his teammates for an outlet, and then they continued throughout the possession. But it just seems like they're playing within themselves now, not trying to force anything.
Two teams that rank on the wrong end of the spectrum in terms of turnovers, both of them in the bottom 300 of Division III basketball in terms of giving the ball away, meaning they do it the most. Here's a steal for Fenn. And one!
That's going to be an exclamation point coming out of that timeout. I think that's number 70 for him.
Should be. Second in the nation in steals per game, not just in Division III, but in any level of collegiate basketball.
It's what he does best.
Misses the opportunity for the three-point play. A 13-3 run for Trinity. Zach Fenn's 5th steal of the night.
Looked like for a second there he's about to get a 6th. But a deflection nonetheless. It'll stay Sewanee ball. Deflection just get everybody hype. Because it's true. I mean, if you could put deflections on the board, he would still be leading probably within the nation.
Sewanee just trying to inbound this and barely able to do it.
Ah.
Nice cut off the bounce pass. And Aiden Tracy able to lay it in.
Yeah, they caught Lawson sleeping on the backside.
But Zach Fenn on a heater in terms of steals. Had 15 steals in 2 games last weekend, including a career high for him, 9. Bronson, it's good and 1.
That's another another definite turnaround from that first half. I feel like if Will Bronson was in that same position in the first half, that ball would have not have gone to him.
Everything going Trinity's way right now. Chance to extend this lead to 9.
Get a 3-point or 3-possession game.
Too strong. Substitution for Sewanee. Jacob Amanet now on the floor. He's got it now. Gets it to Bigham. Whistle blows. 10-second violation. Now that's one thing, Annika. Fletcher Bigham, who averaged over 20 points a game coming into this one, he's been held to 6 so far. They've kept him in check. Meanwhile, Jackson Lawson and Will Bronson are starting to take over this one.
Yeah, I mean, their defense has definitely been a focal point, I think, for this second half. Forcing turnovers.
Bronson, a nice pass to Balo, who cuts for the bucket.
And that's what you get when you have Will Bronson with the ball. All the eyes come to him.
10-point lead. First time the Tigers have been up by double digits in this one. Avaliani spins. First chant of the night at Calgard Gym. Able to hang on to the ball.
Wow.
And Bakken able to lay it in. Looked like a for sure stop for Trinity. A much needed basket for Sewanee. Estes thought about a 3.
Looking for Will Bronson fighting underneath.
Balo offline. Jackson Lawson. Why not?
Come on. Now they just got to finish the 3-point play. They're working so hard to get the ball to the rim, and it's going in through contact.
Up to 27 points. Trying to make it 28.
Lawson's at the right place at the right time. You need players like that to crash hard.
Already at a career high in points with 27.
13 and a half minutes to go. Dean Balo checks out for Carter Rook.
28.
We have a foul out from the other team. Number 20.
And
So
that's a big one. That's Fletcher Bigham.
Yeah.
So Bigham will not return for this game.
And that's a lot of time left on this floor.
Turnaround, Avaliani. It's good. He's had a good game tonight as well. 22 on the board for him.
Timeout called by Sewanee. They still got 3 left in this game. After that dead ball hit the back of the rim and bounced right in for them to hit 2. Makes it a 9-point game.
Maybe trying to go in on a bit of a positive note. Waiting for something to go their way, and it finally does. But you see how the numbers have just turned in this game.
I don't know if I'm a coach calling this timeout and I'm switching something up on defense, because in the last possessions they played, I want to say they were man. So you can throw something different at Trinity, give them a zone look, 1-3-1. Because, I mean, we have, the only person that's made threes has been Ben Estes in the first half. And I think Dean Balo made one, but he just checked out, and of course Lawson. So you can either transition into a zone, or if you want to stay man. Right now, they're kind of, Trinity's dissecting everything that Sewanee's giving them on the man defensively. But
that was exactly what Coach Will Merrill talked about. How do you stop Will Bronson without allowing open threes?
Yeah.
It's the balance they'll have to find here as this game goes along.
And they do. They transition into a 2-3. Gosh, I should be paid for this. Just kidding.
Carter Rook on the floor. He takes the shot. Just short. Bronson, rebound and a bucket.
Hard thing in zone, though. It's hard to match bodies whenever the ball hits the board.
Trent Medieris also on the floor. Pass laid in. Valiani, count it. 24 on the board for him tonight.
You have to have somebody to match Lawson.
Estes thought about the corner three, and now it's Medieris.
It's going to be a quick body foul. They're going to take it out. I think that was above the free throw line, so it'll be far side on the sideline.
Two substitutions for Trinity. Gabe Parr, Josh Chesney coming onto the floor.
That'll be for Lawson and Bronson, and we also have Wagner coming on the floor for Estes. So the complete second half, or the second group coming in. I'm sure we'll see the starters return quickly.
They played the entirety of this half. These are the first wave of substitutions coming
get them
in.
a breather.
Brooke. Wagner tried for three, and it's good.
That's, you get a 6'7" small forward, just extending out to the three, man. That's hard to guard.
I love what they've seen out of Benjamin Wagner to start his Trinity career the first year. Trying to work him in more. Eminette. Here's a three. It's good. DJ Gardner.
Those are the high contests, too, from Carter Rook. Game still at 9.
Medieris, he'll try it. Too strong. Rebound up. Tipped around. Parr trying to recover it. Tips it back to Rook. Nice pass into Wagner. Easy.
And one. We got a freshman flexing on everybody. Number 15, Benjamin Wagner, goes to the line to finish out the three-point play after this timeout.
What a turnaround for Trinity.
57% from field goal percentage. Still 31, but that's not stopping them right now. When you get easy buckets like that and you're getting the opportunity to go to the line, pick up a foul, that's number 6 for Sewanee. That's high. And it's not, we're not even at the halfway mark at 10 minutes. So any foul that's still being committed after this, they're going to the line. Mind you, they have to take advantage of the times that they're going to the line, but yeah, it's just good that the buckets are going in at least.
The defense for Sewanee rearing its ugly head at this point. 335th in scoring defense in the country. They average allowing 82 points per game. They've been able to outscore their problems largely. And the defense has been a lot better ever since they've won 8 out of 10 after their 0-6 start. But maybe some of the issues that they were having in those first 6 starting to come back a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, Trinity already has 75, definitely on their way to surpass 82 for the defensive average. But a lot gets exposed whenever you have a team like Trinity who can capitalize on the offensive end and score at all 3 levels of the game, whether they're getting fouled and going to the line, obviously open threes like we just saw from Benjamin Wagner and of course Lawson, and then, you know, mid-range jumpers, posts that can go back to the basket like Gabe Parr and Will Bronson. That's hard to stop. And then especially because they only have 2 team fouls as a whole, so they're playing poised on defense and then coming down and getting good opportunities and good shots on offense.
Benjamin Wagner to shoot this one. Resetting the floor for Sewanee. It'll be Gardner, Tracy, Ryan, Bakken, and Aminette as the 5 on the court. Talking to Coach Will Merrill about what it took to come back from this 0-6 start. I asked about the resiliency it took. He said probably more desperation than resiliency. They were down in a position where they couldn't afford to lose many more games.
It's a sink or swim moment, and sometimes people need that to perform.
Ryan has it tipped. Medieris nearly took it away.
I don't think Chesney knew that it had come off the hands of Trent Medieris.
So they'll inbound with 16 on the shot clock. 11:06 to play in this one. Trinity up 12. Valiani. It's good. So Valiani continues his hot night. Now 26 for him. Tigers trying to match. Wide open. Rook. It's good. Splash down from the corner.
It's a great look by Trent.
Tigers up 13. Valiani tipped away. Thought about the corner three. Now they'll try it from the other side. Valiani. Now the Tigers take over, securing the rebound. 4 of their last 5 on field goal attempts. Wagner, corner three. Nearly sunk another one, just couldn't rattle it home. Aiden Tracy trying to get Sewanee back into this one. Valiani inching his way closer to a 30-point game.
Yeah, that's going to be
Foul
a quick
on
whistle
Chesney.
for Chesney. Ah. You know, there's moments when you're watching a game and you're like, don't do it, don't do it.
So Chesney picks up the foul, still in a good position in terms of fouls on the night for Trinity. It's only their 3rd team. With a 13-point lead. High pass contested, and it'll stay with Sewanee. .9:32 on the clock. There's one thing Sewanee can do, it's offense. 45th in the country in scoring offense. They've been able to outscore a lot of their problems all year. They'll have to do it in this game. Here's a turnover. Gutierrez, the lay, doesn't roll in. Wagner scoops up the loose ball. Parr just stood there like he was going to try it.
Yeah.
It's Wagner who finishes in.
Wagner's turning to be one of those players within this game.
Sewanee maybe getting to the desperation moment in this game. Corner three doesn't go. Chesney loses it. Goes with Trinity.
Yeah, and that was just ripped right out of his hands.
Get the feeling that's a bounce that they maybe needed for that 3 to go.
That would have brought them back into 10-point territory, 3 or 4 possession game.
Chesney, corner three, just offline. It's the base of the rim. And a much needed stop for Sewanee. 8:30 to go. Valiani, been leading his team all night in scoring. Tries a three, just short, hits the deck. And maybe there could have been an opportunity with an advantage. 2 players on the ground. Instead, it's Gutierrez making it look easy.
Man, that guy's speed is just something else. When I saw him play as a freshman, I mean, the way that his first step is just insane.
Tried just almost a handoff. And the pass from Parr just a little bit too far.
Ah, that's one of those, maybe there's nothing else you can do but scream a little bit.
Dean Balo comes back onto the floor for Trinity.
I think we'll see one by one these starters come back into the game.
Tigers on a 7-0 run. Sewanee just trying to get it past the timeline. They do it. Their offense, a 3-minute scoring drought right now. Walk-in, corner three. Or not in the corner, I guess, but it is a three. It's a Valiani again, edging his way towards a 30-point night, something he's only done once this year. Tigers slowing things down. Balo, 15 to shoot. Parr trying to back his way in. Can't finish, ball in the air. And Sewanee fortunate to still have possession after that sequence. Bigham.
Yeah,
Can't finish. We thought Bigham fouled out. There he is on the floor. So I guess not.
How many fouls does Bigham have?
Don't know.
So you only have 2. Oh, no, he has 4.
He has 4.
He has 4 personal.
He's getting there.
I think they just subbed him out initially just so he can have a breather before he commits his 5th.
But he's still on the floor.
I say commits like it's a felony.
Well,
before he commits a felony.
It makes the point of him only scoring 6 points to this point. The Tigers' defense has done a really good job clamping him down.
Yeah. I think all of the starters have begun to, yeah, Coach Rock has all the starters sat down on his bench. They're going to get ready to head back into this game.
Coach Rock in his first year with Trinity, if your years with Schreiner, won the SCAC title on this floor when he beat Trinity in the championship game.
Mm-hmm. Well, not on this court, though. We just got a new court
That's
this
true.
summer.
We did get a new court in the building. How about that?
In the building. I'll do that one.
Newly branded Julie Jenkins court. Well deserved.
As it should be. That coach is definitely legendary within the national NCAA world for volleyball. Her name will go down in history definitely here at Trinity.
Coach Rock said that he loved it at Schreiner and he was talking with his family and this was the only other job he would have taken.
I mean, it's go to right down the road. Having known so many people here in the basketball ops, I mean, he just fit right into the system. His family loves it here. I get to see, you know, his kids play after the game, and it just feels like a puzzle piece that was just waiting.
Fletcher Bigham misses that one. J.D. Gardner comes onto the floor. Said that he just never thought the job would come open. Said we'd love to be at Trinity, but just don't think that's ever going to happen. And lo and behold, it came together. Bigham makes the second, goes 1 for 2 in that sequence. This game, a 13-point margin.
And anything can happen, though. We saw Trinity, I think, in the first half, have a 5-point swing in 25 seconds.
Estes. Bronson bullying his way in, couldn't finish, as all the starters are back on the floor for Trinity. Fenn defending, and it'll stay with Sewanee. It's Fenn, Lawson, Bronson, Balo, and Estes. Tracy to inbound. They need buckets. Gardner can't make it. Trinity slowing things down. Taking as much time as they can, under 20 on the shot clock. Estes patiently. Bronson, 5 to shoot. It's Lawson. Puts it up, it's good.
That rim is about 3 feet wide for Lawson's eyes right now.
And Jackson Lawson has his first career 30-point game.
Wow, that's quite the late whistle.
Very late. Estes has already gotten the rebound.
Will Bronson just staring him down. That'll be, I think, his 4th personal.
Looks like Valiani at the
Or
line.
is that his 3rd? Is that his 3rd or his 4th?
I have no idea. I don't know what column you're looking at. PF? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I think that's just his 3rd. You baseball boy.
Yeah, I know. I'm new to some of this.
It's okay. If I went to baseball, I wouldn't know anything. I was talking with them in the control room. I was like, I think if I was to commentate baseball, the only things I know are like, I know how to say like full count.
There you go.
I don't know what else to say. You know, like different positions, you know, like a 2-out something. Like I know some stuff, but not enough to carry me over like I do basketball. I think I'd be a fraud if I went over to baseball.
Jackson Lawson with it. Under 10 to shoot. Balo nearly had it stolen from him. The ball's still loose. They've got to put one up. Estes, kind of a prayer shot, hits the rim, but Bronson with the rebound.
There was 3 gray jerseys there, and he was still going to fight his teammates for that rebound. Makes it a 16-point game. You wouldn't have pictured this coming into at the end of the first half.
Sewanee had controlled most of it. Trinity was able to make it a 2-point game, but barely. Bigham can't connect. And it's good. Count the basket, get the foul.
Stop the clock. A little bit under 5.
Fletcher Bigham, opportunity to get to double digits. Someone who can just take over games, had a 40-point game against Barry with 14 rebounds. And Trinity has just held him in check.
That's what you have to do, especially with a lead like this.
They continue to work the shot clock. Bronson, Lawson tries it for three. It's good.
Of course it's good.
Making everything. He's now 14 for 18 on field goal attempts today.
33 points. That is an absurd stat line.
Here's the steal for Bronson and the finish.
And now he's just dancing through everybody as well.
Another steal. Fenn couldn't finish this one. Zach Fenn's legendary steals run continues. 15 last weekend. Make it 6 tonight.
And that was denial from Will Bronson. And that one rattles in. There's going to be a timeout here for Sewanee. I think they only have 2 left. Makes it 73-92, Trinity up.
A 19-point lead. Unfathomable at halftime. Trinity has just completely taken over this game. Will Bronson, a double-double, 14 and 10 for him. And Jackson Lawson, I think it's safe to say he's already the player of the game. 33 points.
Absolutely.
A career high by a lot.
Yeah.
11.
And I think he's about to check out too. Our number 32, Javon Tolliver, is about to check in for him.
Game that Trinity has just completely taken over, and it goes back to what we talked about with what Coach Rock said early in the year, that every win is just adding to the belief bucket, and this definitely a new type of win.
Every game is something different, and every half is something different. The story of what was supposed to be in this first half has completely changed. I mean, it's in like, how do I say, in like pop culture verbiage, they locked in. Like they locked, like you could mentally see them lock into this second half and realize what's important, and that's taking care of the ball, closing out possessions with a good, a good rebound, outletting, not throwing the ball, halfway across the court, not knowing if somebody's going to pick it up.
So Javon Tolliver is on the floor. He checks in for Trinity, the only substitution that's made. Jackson Lawson still in the game. Still can add on. Estes just trying to cross the timeline.
They called 10.
Trinity turns it over, 3:50 on the clock. 92-75. Tigers with the 17-point lead. And Annika, you're not going to believe this. Reed Rosales just chimed in with something.
What did he say?
Little fact, that's what he's the best at.
Of course.
Tolliver. It's good, what a move. If Lawson gets to 35 points, he'll be the first player since 2005 with that many.
Really? Reed, how did you
I don't know
that?
how he gets this.
How far did you go back? Like, did you manually go back into all of this, like the schedules and the stats? That's a lot to go through.
That is. I'm just struggling to call the game and find that was his career
struggling
high or
You're
not.
struggling to find personal fouls, let alone go back to 2005 to see when the last time a player hit 35 points.
Valiani connects. And Josh just said that Andy Bates had 35 against Southwestern in 05. 39, excuse me.
Wonder where he is now.
I don't know. Second one is good. Yeah, I don't know what I would do if I didn't have the infrastructure around me. Here's a turnover. Doesn't go, too high off the glass. Just over 3 minutes to play. Fenn to Estes. Tigers 4 of their last 5 on field goal attempts. And Lawson is fouled. And
that'll put 1 and 1.
That'll put him in a position.
Guys, Hold your breath.
Lawson fouled by Sewanee's Tracy.
Have the most points in 20 years. Think about, this is a guy who was the first guy off the bench, only starting because Dylan Walker got hurt. There's the first.
One more.
Think about how well he's filled in.
Hey, when ball players need to step up, it happens.
35.
And he just blew a kiss to Reed Rosales. Just kidding.
An impressive performance from Jackson Lawson.
And we still have almost 2.5 minutes left, so you can surpass 35.
3 is good. DJ Gardner, third 3 of the night. And that's one thing Sewanee has done is they've made their 3-point attempts. Said they average about 10 a game in terms of makes. High pass. Lawson passes it. Should just put it up at this point. Balo makes it, but a foul called.
Yeah.
So that will not count.
It's number 8, but charges don't count for the.
Fletcher Bingham to inbound after we get some maintenance on the court. See the
Our
replay
very own
here.
Lauren McCarthy,
Yep, Lauren McCarthy.
one of our women's volleyball players. Everybody puts in work here at Trinity.
Got Will Hellings on the other end.
Baseball player here
Yep.
for Trinity.
Quick pass. Tracy tried to keep it in. It goes off his hands. And that's Trinity ball.
Everything seeming to go in our direction today, or at least in the second half. Definitely not in the first half, but at least in the second half for sure.
Fenn will check out. He'll end his night with 6 steals as Chesney checks in and Lawson checks out as well.
16-point game, almost 2 minutes left.
Carter Rook across the timeline to Estes. 2 minutes remaining in this one. A game where the Tigers just completely flipped the switch. Now gunning for 100 points. Estes, 3.
Wow.
Good.
Estes 3 points, Trinity.
Coach Rock and his team went on the road to Rhodes, and they lost that game in front of what he said was a pretty unbelievable atmosphere, and he wanted to do what he could to get that atmosphere here. Here's an opportunity in transition. Balo, step back. Can't connect, and that should be Sewanee ball. So he bought 100 pizzas and got the student body to come in full force, and they delivered. Great atmosphere tonight.
And that's why people love him here at Trinity. Here's the missing puzzle piece, because he also bought everybody 100 pizzas. Some kids are walking away with a full box. Greedy, just greedy.
Oh, I'm not going to judge.
But you know what? It brought students here, and that's what matters. And look, pizza's gone, and they stayed.
Yep.
It just shows you it's not about the pizza.
Yeah, sure.
It's not about the pizza.
Aiden Tracy makes that bucket. A minute to go. Bledsoe to Tolliver.
It's like 7 pump fakes later.
And there's the century mark, 101. A resounding victory is what this will be. 3 too long. And that's off Bledsoe's leg. It'll stay with Sewanee. More substitutions coming on. Dement, Miller, and Tisdall onto the floor. Getting some of these young guys into the game. I don't know if a lot of them anticipated they would be in this game, especially with how it started.
Zach Austin as well, one of the upperclassmen.
Everybody getting time. 41.3 on the clock. Corner 3. Comes up short, and the rebound scooped up And it's in. Ben Jackson, who's checked into the game. I will say this, candidly, it's very hard for me to tell who's who on Sewanee. Their jerseys are just not.
I haven't been looking at any of the Sewanee jerseys. If you go back and listen to any of this, I have not said one number.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. You might want to change that. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
12 seconds.
Or at least put the numbers in white.
Yeah.
So there's some contrast rather than outlining purple.
Exactly. Dementa, nice move. He finishes. And that will be a nice end to quite the victory. Trinity takes over in the second half, 103 to 84.
Wow.
They take down Sewanee.
We go 2-0 here for the men's and women's night against Sewanee. Men had to fight their way down. What was the most that they were down?
11.
11?
Down 11.
Down 11 or 15, something like that. It was just, there was a good amount that they were down by in that first half. Clawed their way out of it, possession by possession. Coach Rock told them take care of the ball. I don't know if we look at the total turnover count, but I think coming into the half, they had 9 turnovers or 7 turnovers or something. It was just insane. But thankfully, Sewanee had picked up more. But that's one thing that I think completely changed their mentality coming into the second half. I mean, another thing too, Will Bronson just electrified everybody. Obviously it was Lawson as well, but Bronson came down, did what he was supposed to do, remained patient, got himself, some easy buckets, was rim running, did everything that they needed to do as a seasoned sophomore playing in this new conference.
Jackson Lawson with a career-high 35 points. Will Bronson leads the team in rebounds with 10, and Zach Fenn 6 steals as he continues his generational run.
He is something else.
Taking away the basketball. That was one thing at the end of our interview with Coach Rock, where I always ask him, is there anything else that you want me to talk about? He says, yes, Zach Fenn. You need to talk about Zach Fenn more.
I try and talk about Zach Fenn as much as I can.
I know.
Every time I say he's at the top of this zone, he's on a hunt every time a basketball, he sniffs a basketball and he's like, I want it.
The point he brought up to me was he's been on the other end of Zach Fenn's games. He said, you game plan for this guy. And he still is
he still
does what he's doing.
I don't know how you definitively game plan against somebody that's so defensively minded, though.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that you can game plan for somebody and look at their stats when it comes towards offense, but it's so hard to play against somebody that is so defensively minded, because that I can guarantee you Zach Fenn's #1 goal every time he enters a basketball every time he enters the basketball court is, I'm going to get as many steals as I can, and I am going to make your life a living hell. That is his mindset. And that's what gives them such a chip on their shoulder every time they come out and play, because he's the top of that press. So it just trickles down to everybody else behind him.
Well, he certainly did that tonight, along with the rest of his teammates. Trinity 103, Sewanee 84, as the Tigers 5-1 at the top of the SAA. And you wonder if this is a matchup that maybe we'll see again down the line in the SAA championships. That'll do it for us here at Tiger Network. Thanks to everybody who's working cameras, and of course everybody in the control room who gave their time on this Friday night. Our executive producer, Josh Machagemba, who puts it all together. For my partner, Annika Saenz, I've been Cole Isaacson, saying so long from San Antonio. Thanks for tuning in.